Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome content. Form 6, Way of the Rancor, the Moderation Form. Welcome to another Temple Archives, and today we'll be going over the 6th lightsaber form in the series, Niman. The opening stance was wide and open, with the blade held out from the body in a one-handed grip. The blade angled upwards and back, while the offhand was folded across the chest. The feet were evenly spaced. There are two other stances where in one the blade is held at head height in a two-handed grip, and another with a two-handed guard holding it at waist height. Niman is a form that focused on balance and intuition. It was the freestyle of lightsaber forms. Because of this, the form featured no significant advantages, but no disadvantages either. Niman's blade work was more relaxed because of the moderation of the form, and as such is noted by the inclusion of force-based attacks the users apply in combat, such as pulls or pushes in sync with their lightsaber strikes. Niman was derived from two pre-existing forms that utilized the use of dual blades, and as such, provided the gateway to Jarkai, the dual blade practice. Niman was a sort of jack of all trades, relying on the user's skill to adapt and fight in their own natural style, using force attacks to assist in their dueling. The form was usually adopted by Jedi consulars so that they could spend more time practicing diplomacy, negotiating, and other interests. Because the form is more reliant upon the user than specific moves and counters, this lowered the amount of time a user would need to spend training on it. Although practicing extensively could still be lethal, as was the case with Niman user Exar Kun. Niman wasn't particularly suited for the open battlefields of the Clone Wars, and all Niman users who participated in the Battle of Geonosius died, but until then was actually the most studied form among Jedi. A great practitioner of Niman was Exar Kun, who was known to be unbeatable in sparring and never lost a duel, though he only had 3 known duels that weren't sparring, so you can kind of take that how you want it. Niman is considered the foundation of Jarkai, the form's dual-bladed combat techniques that were employed by the original fighting form. Jarkai encouraged use of a short Soto lightsaber in the offhand for easiness of handling. Jarkai was a great tool as the user had 2 blades to use for whichever purpose they needed. It was traditional to use the Soto lightsaber to block and parry while using the other for mainly offense, but it wasn't uncommon for users to use both blades for a full-on assault. Jarkai's weaknesses, however, showed when facing physically strong users. If someone was able to put all their weight and strength behind a two-handed attack on a Jarkai user, they would only be able to use the strength of each arm, which would typically be weaker than the opponent who is using 2. Another weakness was that Jarkai users tended to rely more on their blade work than the Force, so their Force usage tended to be weaker, leaving them defenseless if one or more of their blades were destroyed or lost. A notable practitioner of this form was Darth Sidious, who was also a user of Niman. Sidious rarely used his second lightsaber, but he did when he fought Savage Opress and his brother Darth Maul. As most of you know, Sidious led a life as a politician, growing in the ranks until becoming Supreme Chancellor, organizing the Clone Wars as the downfall of the Jedi Order, and turning the Republic into the First Galactic Empire, where he sat on the throne as Emperor until his apprentice Darth Vader killed him. That's it for this Temple Archives, everybody. What do you like about Form 6? Would you use this form? Remember to check out the other content right here on the screen, and share this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.